Hey everybody, it's Ryan with Ryan Industrial, and today is brew day for me. I'm going to go ahead and brew up a IPA for the upcoming football season. Go Cardinals! And just going to do a basic video on how I brew and hopefully help out and maybe get a little information. Today I'm going to do, like I said, an IPA. Here is my grain bill here. Excuse the sloppy writing, but we got 6.5 pounds LME, half pound of crystal, 1/4 pound toasted malt, ounce of Cascade, half ounce of Citra. Went with the USO 5. Got my muslin bags. Spelled that improperly, but what that is Whirlflock tabs, and that helps with clarity. Helps to allow the imparticulates to form together and sink to the bottom into the tube, so that way your beer is a little bit clearer. So that was only $2. I'm going to give it a try. You put that in right before or with your aroma hops towards the end of your boil. I already got things going here. I got my sanitation department right here. So I got my sanitized water over here, and I set over everything here to air dry I do have a one-step, but you do have to let it air dry. Got my bottling bucket, and I did end up just buying drinking water. I don't trust my tap water. Here's our liquid malt extract. Cool thing is when you finally get comfortable enough to get away from the Brewer's Best kits. I did quite a few of these, and they're great. They come all together. But once I got more comfortable with brewing, I went ahead and just started buying the ingredients individually, and it can be a little bit more expensive to purchase a pre-done kit like that. I saved about $8 buying it individually. So just a thought. So we got the liquid malt extract. If you keep your jar that they give you when you first purchase it, it's 30 cents less for per pound of the light liquid malt extract. I've been seeping my grains here. Got 3 minutes left. One thing, my floating thermometer, I don't have enough water in there and it sinks all the way to the bottom, so I just got a little twist tie thing holding it here. Mine does have a centigrade and Fahrenheit, so make sure. I thought I was over here at 170 on the left side, and then come to find out it's centigrade. But fortunately, that's only about 158, 160. So I didn't go over that. You don't want to go over 170. So we got another minute, 2 minutes, and then we'll bring this thing to a boil and go from there. Alright, now that we are done with our specialty grains here, I'm going to set that aside. We're going to go ahead and put the stove back on high, bring this baby to a boil, and then at that point we'll go ahead and add our liquid malt extract, get that to a boil again, and then we will start our hop schedule. And I'm going to do at 60 minutes I'm going to go ahead and do the Cascade, and then the last, I don't know, 5-10 minutes I'm going to do the Citra for aroma. So we'll bring this thing to a boil and get right back at you. Alright, our wort here is come to a boil, so I'm going to turn off the burner, and at this point we need to add our liquid malt extract. And what you need to do is you need to move it off the burner, so that way you don't have any problems with the liquid malt extract actually burning at the bottom of your pot. So I'm going to go ahead and add this in here, stir it up nicely to try to just distribute everything evenly, and then put it back on, bring my boil back up, and we'll add our hops. And with adding that, I went ahead and heated up a little water on the back burner here. I'm going to get a towel, I'm going to pour that warm water in here, work this around, and get all the last of the sugars in there, so that way the yeast are plenty happy. Not too hot, not super hot water. It is plastic, so I'm going to stir this around. Alright, well, we're getting close here. This is when you have to be extremely careful after you add your liquid malt extract or dried malt extract. When it comes back to a boil, got to be at least 3 or 4 inches from the top of your pot. That way you don't have a boil over. And just watch it carefully, because it can happen, and it does happen. So once it gets to a nice gentle rolling boil, I'll add the hops, and then I will bring down the heat a little bit to, instead of being on high, just bring it down to like a 7 or an 8. I just get to know your stove top to understand or figure it out. You just want a gentle boil. It doesn't need to be aggressive. And this is looking pretty good. So yeah, this is looking good. So I'm going to add my hops, put on the timer for 55 minutes, and then I'm going to do 55 minutes with the Cascade and 5 minutes with the Citra. Alright, aroma hops are done. 5 minutes is up. I put the Whirlfloc tablet in there as well, so don't forget to do that if you do use it. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off the stove. Put my lid on here. I did sterilize the lid just to be on the safe side. And I'm going to go ahead and set it over here and ice bath this for 15 minutes. Perfect. The level of the water is about the same as the wort, so good deal. So I'll let this go for 15 minutes. I've got some gallon water out in the freezer, and what I'll do is once this gets down to, I don't know, 90, 85, I'll go ahead and add the cold water on top of that, and it should bring it well below the temperature I need, and we'll pitch the yeast and be good to go. Alright, it's cooled down enough. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my fermenting bucket here. This can be a little bit awkward, so be careful. Got my thermometer here. I'll go ahead and top it off to 5 gallons with cold water. See what temperature we're at here. Alright, we are at 70 degrees, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch the yeast. USO5. And I actually sprinkle it on top, and I don't stir it in. One thing you do want to do is go ahead and aerate. I got quite a bit of aeration pouring the water. So you want to aerate so that way you got plenty of air for the yeast to properly start working. You're going to stir it up like that, get some air in there. Without good aeration, you can have a still brew, still fermentation, where it'll just sort of stop before all the sugars are consumed. And you don't want that. So that should be good right there. Go ahead and sprinkle this in here. I just like to do a nice layer all the way across. Alright, so after you get the airlock on, you want to go ahead and push down on your lid a little bit, see if you get, that looks good. You want to make sure there's a good seal around here. And I'll go ahead and put it in my closet in the hallway, and let it ferment away. Hopefully in 5 days we'll be drinking beer. If it doesn't look too clear, I will go to second fermentation, and if I end up doing that, I'll post another video and then also post a review. So I hope that helps. That's the way I brew here at the Rye Industrial Kitchen, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to all your subscribers and everybody who takes the time to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it, all your comments and likes and everything. So appreciate it. This is Ryan with Rye Industrial. Peace.